Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a breaking news video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And it's the news we're kind of expecting, but it doesn't make it any better to hear. Matt Law confirming that Reece James is very unlikely to play again for Chelsea this year. Now, obviously, we knew that Reece missed the game against Leicester. Maresca saying he had picked up a hamstring issue in training. The club trying to play it down, being very coy about how long he's going to be out for. Obviously, went for the scan. Maresca speaking in the press conference yesterday before the Heidenheim game, not putting a time frame on things, saying he's getting better each day, saying that they don't really know what the issue is or when he's going to be back. But obviously, we've had breaking news from Matt Law today, literally in the past sort of 15-20 minutes or so. Reece James not expected to play again before the end of December, with Chelsea supporting him in every way possible. Obviously, Law in his article saying Reece James not expected to return from his latest injury setback before the end of December following a scan on his hamstring, with Chelsea ready to support him through another physical and mental battle. Chelsea have not put an exact time frame on his return and have not confirmed the outcome of this week's scan, but it's understood that James may not return until the new year, depending on how his recovery goes. As well as providing James with the best possible rehabilitation program, Chelsea are also aware of the mental battle he faces and will support him in every way possible. That includes not putting pressure on him to rush back and attempting to minimize the focus on a set time frame. James was said to be devastated at his latest injury setback, having only played 654 minutes of football since being named Chelsea captain 15 months ago. Maresca said that Chelsea did not want to put pressure on James, who last year gave an insight into the mental toll that his injuries placed on him. Following confirmation of his injury last week, James wrote another message on social media. Yeah, we know that. Chelsea playing 9 games in December, starting against Villa on Sunday, during which time they travel to Tottenham and end the year with a trip to Ipswich. So, yeah, again, Reece James will not play for Chelsea until 2025. It's the news we all expected, but it doesn't make it any better to hear. It's subsequently been confirmed in the Daily Mail the injury is believed to be on the same problematic right hamstring, although it's not as severe as first feared, amid hope he could be fit to return by the end of 2024, but more likely early to mid-January. I'll be honest, you guys know my thoughts on Reece, but I feel for him so much, particularly the mental side of this. The mental aspect of it must be absolutely devastating for him. And it's great to see that Chelsea are trying to protect him, in every way possible, block him out from all the negativity. And look, he's got to stay strong. It's one step backwards for him again, but it will definitely be 2 steps forward soon for him. And I will never, ever give up on this guy. As frustrating as it is, as annoying as it is for us, it is 100 times worse for him. All he wants to do is play football, and it just hasn't been possible. His body keeps letting him down. We don't seem to be anywhere nearer to finding out what the root cause of these issues are. But we have to get to the bottom of it. It's as simple as that. We have to get to the bottom of it. And it is the hamstring that he had surgery on earlier this year. Is that worse? Is that better? Because right now it looks like that hamstring is seemingly impossible to look after. Or is it better because it's only one leg and the other one is all right and they're not both fucked up? I don't really know at this point whether it's better or not. But again, Sammy Mockbell adding in the Daily Mail, in terms of Chelsea potentially looking to sell Reece James. Again, we had that from Ben Jacobs the other day. That's not believed to be the case. And with Sammy Mockbell here confirming that the indications from Chelsea right now suggest the club aren't prepared to cut and run just yet. Ahead of next season, should the plague of injury issues not subside, there are adult conversations to be had. And I think that's absolutely fair. And I think that's absolutely understandable from Chelsea's perspective. Let's get Reece back fit again from this latest setback. And let's see what happens for the remainder of the season when he returns in mid-January or whenever he does return. If he picks up another injury again, in the second half of the season, then as Sammy Mockbell says here, adult conversations will need to be had about what we do about this moving forwards. Because as much as everyone loves Reece James, as much as the club fully believe in him and they want to stand by him and support him, you cannot keep paying someone £250,000 a week to play no football and just sit on the treatment table for 3/4 of every season. And that might sound harsh, but that is the reality of the situation with Reece right now. I am hoping more than anything that these injury issues can be put behind him. We all, as fans, need to rally around him and support him. I've got no time for people that just, I'll get rid of him, do this, do that. You know, he's a letdown. We can't rely on him, blah, blah, blah. All of that. It's frustrating. Of course it is. We want him fit and available to play football. But ultimately, the most important thing is that he's all right as a person, that mentally he's doing well, and we got to rally around him and support him. He needs all the support that he can get right now. And his own fans turning against him, calling for him to be sold, is not what he needs and not what we should be doing as a fan base. You support the club captain, you support one of your own, and you rally around in difficult times. Don't only celebrate the good times, you've got to be there in the difficult times as well. And right now, this is a very, very difficult period for Reece James. Another few months on the sidelines. It's the same hamstring as it was before. I don't really know what more to add to this, but the fact that he's only played 654 minutes of football in 15 months is incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's next to nothing. I mean, what's 654 minutes in 15 months? 654 divided by 90. So in 15 months, Reece James has played the equivalent of just over 7 games. 7.2 is 654 divided by 90. So he's played, in 15 months, he's played the equivalent of 7 full matches in terms of minutes-wise. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it does lay bare the issue that obviously we are facing with him and how little football he's actually played. I think one conversation that is a legitimate one to have is whether he should be club captain. That's the reality of the situation there. Maybe he shouldn't be captain. I mean, he's not really captain anyway, because he's not on the pitch. He's not leading the club. He's very much kind of off-pitch captain, but he's definitely not an on-pitch captain. Maybe that's a conversation to be had. Obviously, not one to have now about taking the captaincy away from him when he's at a very low mental point. But these are the games that Reece is set to miss. It means that Malo Gusto becomes even more important than he already was. Him himself is not susceptible to injury issues and missing the odd game here and there. But these are the games that Reece James is set to miss if he's not back until mid-January. Villa at home, Saints away, Spurs away, Brentford home, Everton away, Fulham home, Ipswich away, Palace away, the FA Cup third round, and Bournemouth at home. Malo Gusto cannot start and play every single minute in every one of those games. So I suspect we're going to start seeing a bit of Wesley Fofana at right back. Dare I say it, we might even have to see some of Axel Disasi at right back. And the biggest thing for me is get this Josh Akinpong situation sorted out. There are Premier League minutes there to be had for the kid. There is a clear pathway with Reece's injury issues. Get this guy on the football pitch. He's good enough to do a job. And we are going to need him in this busy festive period, because I do not want to be seeing Axel Disasi anywhere near the Premier League pitch at right back. And look, Wesley Fofana can do a job there. Against the better teams, it's not ideal, but you want him in at centre back. And so these issues absolutely need to be resolved. But I guess to round out, all with you, Reece, you know, these good times will be back for us. Pledging to get to the bottom of the issue. I thought we'd got to the bottom of it already. I don't understand how much more digging there can be, how many more specialists you can consult to sort of why we don't know why this keeps happening. But let's hope we can get to the bottom of it, and let's hope it's not empty words. But yeah, Reece, stay strong, brother. We're all with you. And hopefully he'll be back on the pitch in no time soon. But just put no pressure on him. Just forget about him for now. Let him do his thing. Concentrate on the players who are available. And hopefully at some point soon, Reece James will return to action. And once again, we will have one of our own out on the pitch doing what he does best. But more than anything, he needs us and he needs our support. So please don't be one of those people that's, oh, sell him, get rid of him, oh, can't stand him, all of this nonsense. We need this guy. This guy needs us right now. And support is a two-way thing. If you can't be there in the bad times, don't bother turning up in the good times. Anyway, that's just the latest news, guys. That's my thoughts. Smash the like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And Reece, the good times are coming back, brother. Up the Chelsea and peace out.